Hey, what's up? Nick here. So, boy, I got a lot to fill you in on. We've moved to Tennessee. We've arrived at our new place. We're really enjoying it. There were some challenges with moving during this time. Like, we ate through all of our food in Wisconsin, then we got down here, and then I went out to Walmart, and then, lo and behold, there's no toilet paper anywhere, and most of the food is gone. It was kind of shocking. Not a lot of food. Yeah, the virus, right? And you just had to pick what was on the shelves, and ever since then, it seems like things have just been coronavirus-y, exactly, right? I couldn't have said it any better than that, right? So here in Tennessee, the nearest Walmart is about a half an hour, maybe a little bit over a half an hour away. Right now, it's not too hot, but there were a few hot days, like in the 80s already, and I thought it would be cool to make a cooler. I thought we'd put one together because I got a Walmart pickup tomorrow. Thought we'd put one together. I'll show you how I did it, and I'll essentially call it, I'll call it the Rona cooler. So if you've seen our van video, we have this box right here. And while we're traveling, I usually put all my tools down here, and then this I keep open for like my camera gear and different things like that. And so what I'm gonna do is take my tools out, and that'll be a good spot to store groceries and everything. And in this spot, I'm gonna build the cooler, right? Out of the pink stuff. We're just gonna make it fit perfectly right in there. I wanna make it big enough so that I can put a frozen pizza in like this. Like this. You're probably thinking, dude, why don't you just go out and buy yourself a cooler? We're looking for stuff to do, right? You're probably like, yeah, man, I'm bored. So if you're bored, let's get bored together, right? All right, so far it's coming together really well. I got the sides. All I'm doing is just putting a little bit of duct tape on it for now. The first cooler that I made, we used it at Yellowstone. This was back before we had the RV. We just had our minivan, and we knew that we were going to be out there without like a fridge and all that stuff. So I put one of these together and put it in the back of the Toyota Sienna. And I made it pretty tall, and actually it worked really, really well. We filled up like milk jugs of ice and would put them down there, and the stuff on the bottom stayed really nice and cold, and then the stuff on the top stayed cool. So we had like our lunch and everything in, and then anything we wanted to keep really cold, we put down below. So I know the concept works. Now the front, I want to have a door that goes like this, because I want to be able to stack stuff on top. So I don't want to open it up like a normal cooler. I want to open it like this. So I'm going to overhang the front part a little bit with over here, and then this part I'm just going to put a piece of tape and use the tape as a hinge. The first one I made, I used that metal duct tape, and that stuck really, really well. Even to the point where when we were done using it, I brought it out and I had to like bust it up to get it back to normal. I just threw it away as part of our garage cleaning stuff. So wouldn't you know, but found this in the garbage, so that we'd put it to use. So I use the tape to go across the cooler in long strips that kind of pulls it all together and keeps it nice and tight. So right now, it's nice and tight. Of course there's gaps in there because of the way I cut it. Like there's a gap back there, gap in there and everything. But for the most part, I think it's pretty airtight once I tape it all up. And the only air that will really come out is the stuff on the front. But here we go. Got it. I'd say it fits pretty well. I'm gonna have like a handle right here, open the door. Now, the one thing I thought of, I could put like a half, if I have enough to piece in, I might have enough pieces just to piece this in, but I can make like a half wall right here and like a smaller door so that I could really tighten this area up. Since the cool will hang out down below because heat rises, I can make this part pretty solid, and then just have the door right here. I can put some things on top, probably not like potatoes or anything, but that's what this shelf's for. But I think this will be good. So tomorrow, I think the Walmart person, whoever comes out with delivery, is gonna say, whoa, where'd you get that cooler from? And I'll say, just check it out. We can explore it on YouTube. You can see that, figure out how to make that, you're good to go. I decided to go with a perfect cut on this one so that it fit like a glove. Like that. Okay, here we go. Test it out. Oh, it's nice and cold. I think it works well. So it worked. Now we just gotta load it in the house. It's been a few days since we've used it, and it worked out really, really good. Got the Walmart order from it, and everything inside stayed really cool. Just thought I'd give you just a quick note. As I was going through it and I was building it, I ended up using this knife, which is my Fat Max Stanley knife. And this is one I've used for a lot of different things, but this ended up working really, really well. And the reason why it works so well is because it cut the whole thing flat. So if you look here, this is like a flat cut. Actually, if you look here, this is a flat cut using that Stanley Fat Max, and this one right here is the cut that I was doing initially. So what I did was I take my normal knife, and the knife probably sticks out to about there, and then I would cut it, and then I would snap it. Now look, you can see there, it's, you know, kind of got this little dip and everything in there. So the cooler didn't quite match on the corners, but I didn't really care. I wanted to do this really fast and just get it done because I had a Walmart pickup the next day. So if you're thinking about building one of these, I would suggest going out and getting one of these. The reason why I like it so much is because it has this huge blade, right? And you can put it out, and then you take this and tighten it down, and then you got like just a giant blade that you can use to cut right through, right? And it just works. So do a little sawing motion with it. Works really well. Plus it has a bunch of little refills inside, so you can use it over and over and over again. Pull the blade down like that, and you can tighten it up if you need to and just use it as a normal knife. So this has come in handy a lot for me. I use it to cut this stuff. I use it to cut like foam mattresses for inside the RVs as well. One other design tweak that I did to it is I took some duct tape and I folded it over and just made a little flap here on the sides, and then I made a flap here over here as well, and then down there, so that any holes, you see how I had some holes in my scrap stuff, what down there was just covered up as good as they can be, you know, just kind of keep it from flowing out too much. I forgot to do that side, but you see, kind of get the gist of it. Anyway, I think this will work really, really well. This is the 2-inch thick sheets, so it comes in 4x8 sheets. You can pick one of these sheets up at Home Depot for around 30 bucks. So for around 30 bucks, you can build yourself a cooler. The best part about this, I think, is that you can build it to fit any space that you have in your vehicle. So after we're done using this for this whole virus deal, when we start traveling again this summer, I'm going to cut this up and put it somewhere in the van up there so that when we're traveling around, we could put our lunch in there and keep our lunch nice and cool. Went to Walmart the next day, and when I opened the doors, I thought the girl would just be like, oh wow, that's great, look at that cooler. But it turns out she didn't even really know what it was. She put a bunch of my cold stuff in there anyway. But all the stuff that I helped her with, I put it inside there. It kept it nice and cold, kept the frozen stuff frozen. I could have pulled out my camera when the Walmart person was loading it up, but I thought, you know what? Just not that comfortable with pulling out a camera on other people, you know. I don't want to really ask them. Especially down south, you know. I'm a brand new southerner. I'm a northerner. I feel like I'm a little out of place around here. And some people are like, some people, they listen to me and they say, where'd y'all move from? I say Wisconsin. They're like, oh, whoa, yeah. So they know that we're new here. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below. If you just want to say hi, drop it down below too. We'd love to say hi to you as well. Hope you're staying safe with all this. Be sure to stay tuned for a lot of other cool things. We're going to try to punch out these videos faster, you know, because now we're not moving and having a baby and doing other type of stuff. And we're kind of just sitting around. And we have time to do these videos. I'll show you all kinds of cool stuff that we do, right? Right, dude? Yeah! All right. Thanks much. See you later. Be sure to subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.